Hello gorgeous! Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's get started on recreating this gorgeous look that I saw on Kim Kardashian. I'll link the photo in the description box down below just in case you want to get a closer look. It's a truly stunning, classic, sexy, smoky Kim Kardashian makeup look. It's perfect for a night out, the supermarket, church, wherever your little heart wants to go. To start, I didn't self-tan my face, so I'm using a much darker foundation to help match my face to my neck and the rest of my body. For long-lasting results, I really like to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear just because it stays in place very well. But you might notice that I'm avoiding the under eye area because I'm going to go over that with a lighter concealer to highlight and conceal the under eye area. So I don't want to add an unnecessary layer of foundation there. For my first trick, now I have brows. Here's where I like to go in with my lighter concealer underneath the eyes and the sides of my nose because it makes it look a little bit slimmer. And I also go in between my brows, down the bridge of my nose. I'm just using this to brighten things up and make this foundation shade look a little bit more normal and less flat on my face. It's really important to use different variations of color on your face just because if you do one color all over, you kind of lose the dimension of your face. Wiping the foundation off of my lips and applying some lip balm just to hydrate my lips while I work on my eyes. First step for the eyes for oily lidded girls like myself, apply an eyeshadow primer just to prevent your eyeshadows from creasing throughout however long you're wearing them. Can you believe I almost didn't make a video because of these stupid pimples? Whatever, some days you just gotta be cute and pimply at the same time, am I right? Plus my period's coming, y'all pray for me. Anyway, I'm using this palette from Tarte. It's the new Toasted palette and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm starting with a fluffy eyeshadow brush and picking up just a little bit of this warm brown matte shade and using that to kind of get a little bit of an idea of the shape that I want to go for and also kind of use it as a transition shade to help the other colors fade into. This darker brown shade is called Fireside. It's like a deep dark chocolate shade. It's matte, but it has like the slightest touch of a purple undertone, at least from what I'm able to see. It's just a delicious shade, you guys. I'm using a shader brush to do all the blending work for me and to apply that on the outer half of my lid mainly and just sort of fade it inwards. I recommend working like in lighter layers when you're going for a very dark color just because you don't want to, it's one way to avoid too much fallout and it gives you a chance to not go overboard. So this color Crackle, it's kind of like a shimmery brown. Same brush, but I've wiped off most of the dark, really dark eyeshadow. I'm gonna put that. So we had a little fallout situation because I wasn't paying attention to how much product I was picking up on the brush, but that's okay. Just dust most of it off with a clean brush and then use the butt of your beauty blender as kind of an eraser. I can't believe it worked out, but it did. Moving on. Here's Sunset and Simmer mixed together and applied on my lower lash line, just over the top of that dark Crackle shade, just because she had like a shimmery bronze thing happening down there too. Now we're about to use something cheap and cheerful. Can I get a hallelujah? This is Physicians Formula. It's like a shimmery eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna mix two shades from there to use as a blingy inner corner highlight. And don't worry if the look is a little bit messy because hers definitely wasn't perfect. It was kind of like a messy, sexy kind of look, which personally think it looks better when things aren't too perfect. I applied my mascara and these Ardell Wispy Lashes. They're a real classic. Next, I contoured my nose and around my mouth using the KKW contour stick. This is the light one. I personally only use this to contour my nose and around my mouth just because I find it really good for those areas. And I contour around my mouth just because it makes things look plumper. I saw Kim do this in a video and I was like, that's a good idea. Then I started playing around with this gorgeous highlighter from Lancome. I'm telling you, highlighters these days are doing the most. And I'm not mad at it. I paused for a second to catch my breath and kind of bronze up / lightly contour my face with a darker face powder. This is the Lancome Dual Finished Pressed Powder in the shade, it's like honey or something. I'm gonna list everything and link everything down below, everything that I used. Stuff is really pigmented, so like I keep having to put a little and then blend it out to diffuse it. I'm like barely touching the highlighter. I'm gonna list everything and link everything down below, everything that I used, including this Jouer lip gloss. And that's the finished look. I really hope you guys like this look. It's really sexy, and I wanted to recreate it like to the fullest, kind of, you know, like just for fun. You only live once, right?